Hi, this is Umaslim. Here is the demonstration of the task that I have worked on today. So the first task that I have worked on today is related to the channel management. So here you can see that on the channel management page, all the channels list is being shown. So what I have done here is that I have added these chips mapping incomplete and connected. So if the channel is connected to any third party like Shopify, then it will show this connected, otherwise it will show not connected, and this mapping is incomplete. So if the user has added the attributes mapping, all the required attributes mapping while creating the channel, then this mapping incomplete chip will not be shown. If the user has left any required attribute while creating the channel, then this mapping incomplete chip will be shown. So these were the updates that I have made to the card overview. Now if I go to the add to edit it, so what I have done here is that previously this dialog was being completely blank shown to the user, so there was some bug. I have fixed that issue. Now it is properly showing the input boxes and the content of the dialog. And the other thing that I have done here is that if the user goes to the mapping step, so previously what was happening is that if the user has added these attributes while creating the channel, then and if he then edits it, these attributes were not being populated. Basically, the data was not being fetched from the database. So I have added the flow to fetch the data from the database and then populated it here when the user edits any channel. Another thing that I have done in the channel management is that, so let's say if the user wants to edit a channel, so what was happening before is that all we have all the channels listed here, and if the user clicks on any channel to edit it, then that we pick the data from the list and then populate it here in the dialog. So I have modified this approach. Now all the data that is being shown here is coming from the API. So when the user clicks on the edit button, then I make API request and then all the data is fetched from the API and then populated here on the dialog. These were the updates that I have made to the channel management. Now the other task that I have worked on today is related to attribute groups. So if I reload the page here, so what I have done here is that I have updated the UI of this pop-up and I have added a search functionality here. Now the user can search for any attribute, and I have updated this pop-up design according to the new Figma UI. Mm, This is done for assigned attributes, assigned families, and there is also a column in the attributes page. So same thing is done for that column as well. Another thing that I have done here is that previously there was a column named as number of attributes here. So I have removed that column I and replaced it with the assigned attributes. There was also a sorting functionality on the number of attributes. Since these columns are the same, both represent the attributes, so there was some sorting logic being applied on that column. Since I have removed it, so I have moved that sorting logic to this column here.